Hey guys, this is Michael J. Emery with AttentionShifting.com. I'd like to talk about confidence today. And if you're taking the time to watch this video, then I'm going to step out on a ledge and assume, I know that's dangerous, but I'm going to assume that you've experienced a time in your life where you did not have the level of confidence that you wish you would have. So the very first question that comes to my mind is, what do you want confidence for? And how do you know that you're not confident already? And of course, I hope there are situations where you have experienced confidence, or at least a degree of confidence. When I ask you the question, how do you know that you're not confident already? There are only two ways that you're going to be able to answer this. You're going to either remember a time, a place, or an event where you either had confidence or you did not, or you are going to imagine a hypothetical situation and test it to see if you can interact in that hypothetical situation with confidence or not. This process is called a transderivational search, TDS. It sounds dangerous, it sounds like a lot of other things, but I promise you it's not. It's actually a cognitive process that happens anytime you perceive something in the world around you through your five senses, and you interpret the information that's coming in through those senses. And essentially, you can't not assign meaning to whatever it is that you're perceiving. It's just the way that our brains work. They like to categorize and associate. For example, you can think of a word like pasta, and as soon as you do, all of these possibilities that either directly or indirectly relate to pasta can begin to pop into your mind. But this isn't about pasta, although it could be. It's about you knowing how to access complete confidence anytime that you want to. So just briefly, let's talk about confidence. It's an intangible concept. You can't put it into a wheelbarrow, and it's probably safe to say that it's an idea or a feeling. So back to the original question, how do you know that you're not already confident? In order for you to process and answer this question, you've got to have an idea of what confidence means to you. That said, what's it like when you experience confidence? I'm assuming that you've experienced confidence at least once in your life. I don't care if it was something as silly as beating a video game to learning how to spell. There's a certain point in your life that you experienced a degree of confidence. And if you don't think that you've ever experienced confidence, are you completely confident that that's true? Sorry, didn't mean to trap you like that. Now, can you remember a specific situation in which you experienced confidence? Now let's go the other direction. Can you remember a specific situation in which you didn't have that confidence? What's the first thing that comes to mind? So what is different this time? Are you being different in any way? Are you doing something different? Are you feeling different? Within the context of this video, it might be difficult to really get into those questions, but I promise you that when you do, there is gold there. One of the most important questions that I can ask is, do you know what you want in any given situation? If you could change a specific situation, how would you want it to happen by design? How would it be different? How do you know when to start to not have confidence? It's one of those grammar things again, I know it. What we're going to uncover is a process that is called a synesthesia, and it's an unconscious process of interpreting what you're perceiving. It happens so quickly that you're probably not even aware of it, yet I can break it down and give you examples of how it would work. What's going to happen is it's going to be a sequential occurrence including one or more of your five senses. So you remember your five senses: visual, auditory, olfactory, kinesthetic, and gustatory. A synesthesia works like this. Look at the very first bullet. You see something, you have a visual perception, and then you have a kinesthetic, or you feel something in your body. Here's one of the best examples I can give for a synesthesia. Have you ever seen an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend shortly after breaking up and just the sight of that person gave you butterflies in your stomach. That is a synesthesia. You see something and you have a physiological response in your body. Two completely disconnected things, but you've created meaning in it somehow. In the specific case of confidence, I'd guess that it's either something that you're seeing or something that you're hearing that is causing your body to have a reaction. In order for you to connect with confidence, you've got to change the synesthesia. The way to connect with complete confidence is to create a conditioned response to the environment that used to cause you to feel a lack of confidence. This way, as soon as you go into that environment, just the conscious awareness of that brings you into a state of heightened confidence. And then future pace this and consider the hypothetical situations in the future in which you want to experience confidence and test your response. It's really not that difficult to do, and I can show you how. The next step is to practice. Practice makes money, practice makes perfect, and practice makes you more confident. It is so rare for people to practice hypothetical situations, yet most of our lives are spent in hypothetical situations. If you go to a financial advisor, he's going to give you a hypothetical situation for the future and your financial well-being. If you go to work with a physical trainer, you're going to set up a hypothetical situation for the future and where you want to be. Everything that you're doing depends upon hypothetical situations. So if they're important to you and experiencing them with confidence is something that's important to you, then practice it. As a kid, I used to watch a lot of martial arts movies. I love martial arts. And I can't lie to you, I still love martial arts and I still love martial arts movies. And if you've ever practiced martial arts or you've been in that community, you're probably aware of this story, but I'll tell it anyway. The story as it goes is there is a martial arts student who trains at a temple, and every day he has to wake up early, practice his forms, and then chop wood for the community and carry water. And every day he does these grueling tasks, and finally after a number of years he is ready to test for his black belt. And after having passed the Grand Master's final trial, he's overjoyed. And he runs over to the Grand Master and he says, "Now that I'm a black belt, what must I do?" And the old Grand Master looks down at him and he says, "Chop wood, carry water." The moral of that story is once you set up a practice, it never changes. And if there are things that are very important for you to achieve in your life, then confidence is one of those key cornerstones to making sure that you can do it. And by practicing specific situations, you will completely differentiate yourself. If you would like to experience an environment in which you can do all of the things that we talked about to create and connect with states of complete confidence, then I encourage you to visit my online store at www.thebestnlp.com. And if you haven't already, visit www.attentionshifting.com to download the free Intro to NLP audio program. This is information that is life-changing, completely powerful, and empowering. And it's information that most people don't get the opportunity to be aware of. Be amazing. Thank you.